What's up? I'm William Savant.
And this is The Wolf. You're listening to the Brutally Delicious podcast.
Oh,
Riina,
I am here.
hey, we're all here now. That's my partner Riina, my partner Kris, and I'm Bruce. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
hello.
Can we all hear each other?
I think so. I gotta say, I love your Christmas lights at the background.
Thank you.
I love your hat.
That is so very cool. Yes.
Rag.
It's the what?
It's a do-rag, you know, for like my dreads and everything to keep them
That's all right. I like it.
crispy.
Crispy dreads. I've never heard that term before. I'm gonna. I don't know if you noticed, but I have no hair, so I'm very jealous of people that have hair.
Kidding. Everybody's camera is off. Everyone's shy. Gunshot.
I gave you my reason for my camera, so because I have shitty internet.
I know. Okay, so what's everybody else's fine print?
Hey, my camera's on.
I'm Scandinavian. I'm Finnish. I have no makeup on, so I look like the ghost of some guy. So that's my reason.
No.
Anyway, so for those not familiar with Sepsiss, can you give us the two sentence boardroom pitch?
Oh God.
The what?
The 2-sentence boardroom pitch.
Put your suit and tie on. We're in the boardroom.
Yep. We are designed to create new listeners. The genre. We are the people's metal.
Oh, we are the people's metal. That might be the best tagline we've had with the boardroom pitch.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I think that's great.
That's
are.
wonderful. Somehow it takes me to North Korea, though.
Hey. You know what it
down the wrong path.
easy. You know what it does for me? It makes me want to sing "We Are the World."
We are the people.
It's tough now to be as metal as everybody once was, because if with everybody so sensitive now, the metal community is one of the last places you can go and say the F word without being put into a category.
What is sorry?
I can see that.
Oh, the North Korea and all.
Oh.
The world is so sensitive.
Yeah. The world is sensitive, isn't it?
Come on, let's socialize.
Sure is, though.
I'm sure, though, that in North Korea, sensitivity is forbidden, and it doesn't exist.
I'm sure it is.
All right, I've got a quick question for you, and then it's nothing to do with Sepsiss at all, so bear with me for a second. But we've been talking to people all over the globe here for the last 2 weeks in Israel and Saudi Arabia and wherever. Do you think there's metal in North Korea?
Absolutely.
There has to be. There has to be, because they're pissed.
Because they're
Right, it's the perfect climate for it, but I'm just wondering if it could even exist.
I'm not sure if they're allowed to have instruments.
I don't know.
They have eaten their instruments, trust me.
Jesus.
I was going
Oh.
they probably, second as weapons or shields or something.
You'll have to forgive my partner. She's extremely dark tonight.
She's metal.
Hey, so is North Korea.
right.
Yeah.
The grid over there isn't so good.
Exactly.
Anyway, so let's get to your record here. So almost 11. What's it like releasing a record or promoting a record in these weird pandemic, COVID, the world is on fire kind of times?
It's very transparent, and this is what time during the year we'd be rushing around, and after the release we'd be shaking hands and kissing people on the cheek, hugging everybody. So there's a bunch of metrics. As you know, being a musician has a little bit more to do than just tuning instruments. So it's like we have to pay attention to the traffic and demographics and play on the internet all the time and present numbers. And with this, it's difficult for us. We've always been a bread and butter, play outdoors kind of people. It's how we make our base come from. So us not being really play with the bass and get out there and make new friends. This was a big tour year for us. That's the big thing is it's not won't be whatever again or the sky is truly falling. It's just releasing a record when you can't have an accurate count of everything is difficult. It's a new challenge for us.
Cool. Bruce, stop the heavy breathing.
Oh, really? I'm doing that again?
Yeah.
we call him the creeper. So
he just sits there going.
Apparently, like after the third or fourth podcast of the day, they say that I breathe heavy. So I apologize ahead of time. I promise my hands are not in my pants and there's nothing weird going on.
It's weird, because your panting is cutting off his talking. That's why I'm recording here and I'm like, hey, Bruce, shut up. So.
Jesus.
I thought one of you guys lived beachside.
Hey now. Remember who's got the mute button here.
so funny.
So you had said that you were really targeting, you have to look at demographics and marketing, blah, blah, blah. How has the digital age changed the way you market yourselves? Because you do have access to so much more data than it previously.
Well, never. Well, for me, we're all still cutting our teeth. There's so much to learn, but it seems to me like the blah 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 is the biggest part of the music industry. That blah 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 is the part that's not in your dreams. You got to wear so many hats, and we've always been kind of. People have run into us in the venues and they say, "Hey, it's the internet band." We started out doing this because we didn't have the gas money. So we're familiar with working our way, in emails and conversations online because of the budget, and trying to be a bigger act in the region is a resource savvy thing. If you want to get heard, the internet's a big part of it nowadays. People eat differently, listen to music differently, date differently. 8-9 years ago, we got hip to that, and we realized that this was going to be a Google world, and so us and our team started strategy and training in internet and marketing and the blah blah blah, because today there's so many hats you have to wear, as far as being a musician, and. Without the money to pay to get all over the world and have everybody be seen, it's been a constant battle with transparency and trying to create conversations around the art. But we've had to wear many hats, and it's more than just playing instruments, and I think that's why it's really taken us quite some time to understand the climate.
So are you guys recording your own record as well then, or do you go to a studio? How do you deal with that?
We actually do record in our own studio, and then we send it out to Glenn Robinson by the time it's ready to be mastered.
Yeah, we track our own stuff here at our studio. We have a home studio called Toy Box Studios. We record and do commercials and a whole bunch of side work for rappers and R&B singers and artists. We do some realty work and video work and with commercials and stuff is what we do to bring home the bacon, so to speak. So we shoot our own music videos. We track our own stuff. Again, it's the blah 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 again. It's having to put on those hats and learn the different skill sets and we have a rather large team for a band our size, and we tend to kind of pool everybody in at a big think tank, and everybody joins in with their skill sets. And that's kind of how we make the machine work.
Right. So, Melissa, what are the hats that you wear in this process?
Exactly. What do you mean by that?
I'm interested in, is there you guys seem to be really into the whole marketing side of the music. Is there do you maybe have editing skills? Do you edit the music video or are you the one who looks at Google ads and tries to figure out what the best demographics are or whatever?
So I do a lot of things. I do obviously the singing for the band. I am the model. Lately we've been doing a lot of gaming on Twitch. So yeah, I do a lot of
artwork
marketing
too.
on the internet also.
Right.
Merchandise.
Are you a big gamer?
Yeah, I'm the gamer. Gaming community called Immaculate Connection Gaming. It is on the Xbox and it's mostly based around Halo. We're all currently waiting for the new Halo to come out on the new Xbox. Can't wait for that. Hopefully around Christmas, maybe a little bit later.
Everyone's got cabin fever. We need more video games.
Right. Yeah, and that's probably like one of the rare forms of like new content that can be created that is for entertainment. Well, obviously music, we can do this remotely, but like, you know, there's not going to be any new movies, new TV shows, none of that can be really done, at least not in a way that was the plan. So gaming is one of the few fortresses of like what can still be produced in this new situation with COVID.
The other thing with that too, gaming and all the platforms that go along with gaming, we found that it is for all. Hopefully, there's some other bands out there listening at some point and hear this. But if you're a smart little band, I think that the gaming industry and platform is a great place to get feedback and create conversations around your music that doesn't cost you anything. You get unbiased feedback, and unlike other social networks, because gaming networks kind of work alongside of social networks where you can get groups and clubs and friends and pages and there's all these forums and Discord groups that have these big discussion threads. And we have found early in the game that gamers are a great place to check the temperature for your music, and it's an untapped resource. You see, that's why Twitch is really becoming such a thing now with DJs and live performances and
yeah. But I heard though that there's a problem with Twitch. My friend Carlos from Solemn Vision, again a cool band, go check it out. Wanted to play some of my band's music and was like checking like what is our label and are we signed and so on, because apparently a lot of the music that comes from labels or are signed, if bands are signed to a label, they're going to get flagged really quickly and they want to take it down.
We've been worried about that.
That's been happening a lot on Facebook too.
Mm-hmm.
I heard.
Right.
And like our label is so fast, I'm not sure what kind of technology that they're using, but literally anywhere that it's being played, bam! I mean, they get it so quickly.
Yeah,
they target it, they find it so quickly, and we're able to know about it. It's phenomenal.
All those copyrights and everything,
and the detection, the intelligent audio detection services that they have now are incredible.
Yeah. True that.
There's a standoff in you know, Live Nation bought up a bunch of live streaming real estate, and I know Bands in Town is the ones that have been working with Twitch, and obviously Facebook has their big update October 1st. There's all kinds of rampancy right now when it comes to live streaming.
Yeah,
I think Facebook is stopping it because they in order to keep the amount of streaming that's going on and the way that it's expanding, they would have to like triple their servers. You know, I think that's I think that's Facebook's real thing as to why they're saying, okay, no more cover songs streamed anymore. We're not doing that.
And that's because of the virus. I mean, this whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Interesting.
I have a friend that works at Facebook, and he's an IT guy for them in Texas. And like when COVID first hit, they basically doubled their servers in that area, and they maxed it out. So I'm sure they did it everywhere, and they can't handle, you know.
Right, because people that may have never used these services before for the last 5 to 6 months have now been like, okay, fine, I'm going to break. I'm finally going to get a Snapchat. I'm finally going to get a Google Twitch, you know, and then, you know, people that maybe would have been outside or doing something different have now, for the first time in their lives, join the.
Yeah, people are just now getting into it.
Right. So you got that much more.
Age.
Everyone's got a band page. Everybody's a model. Everybody's a photographer and a drone.
Yeah. Hello?
That's Bruce.
Hey, Bruce.
I get blamed for everything. That's our next one, Colin.
Okay, but and people don't realize too, like every time somebody streams a video, that's the same bandwidth as what the live streamer's streaming. So it's like everyone's at home now, whereas before they wouldn't have ever watched that video. Now everybody's watching that video.
Yeah.
And I think it desensitizes the algorithm too. I mean, essentially, I've found the internet becoming more to cover that revenue and to take up that the ad space, and the bidding over ad space is absolutely ferocious.
It is, yeah. Bruce?
No, so I was just going to ask, as far as writing your music, are you guys all writing together? Are you close enough to do all that together? Or are you taking advantage of other band members outside of your area and emailing stuff back and forth?
Oh, geez. Right now, we're lucky because me, Melissa, and Tim all live in the same building.
Oh, convenient.
Yeah, so there's three of us across the way, and then there's three of us on this side. So we're actually able to do a bulk of the work. And again, because we're not playing like we normally would, I'm not completely upset about the current situation, because we would never have this opportunity to write and create like we are right now.
Right.
We're taking full advantage of that, naturally.
We've been talking to other people today, and we've heard that quite a bit, that unfortunately what's going on is, keeping you from going out and playing live, but there are a lot of people using not only the whole situation, but being locked down to take advantage of time to just kick out some really kick-ass material.
It's a great time for it.
Yeah, you can get lost in the sauce, really making a mess out of this whole, and it's not just, COVID, but you get hurricanes and fire and money and all kinds of things. Lost in the sauce with that. But we got into this. We got into this stuff because we love to do it, not to make $1 million. And right now, we be in our pocket right now, and it's kind of nice to just take a break. We've been playing for 8-9 years, every year straight. We didn't put out a record early because of our love for playing out and growing. So for presentation purposes, we love taking our time on the material.
Sorry. I don't know how to block that. Still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah,
okay, cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. They keep calling, but so what do you guys have planned going forward then? I mean, are you going to be you're still doing the Twitch stuff? Are you doing any kind of live stuff on YouTube or Facebook or anything like that?
We've been doing a lot of lives on Twitch. We're hoping to make another music video or two.
Yeah, I think we're going to do 2.
And we're actually in the process of writing as we speak. It's going to be a while before that comes out, but
we don't dare say anything about booking because we're going to offend somebody in North Korea.
I know. We're hoping.
Smart move. Sorry, Melissa. Go on.
I'm hoping the year we'll be able to go more. That would be wonderful. But with this whole COVID thing, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. So where can people go find more out about your band?
So the best place to find us would be sepsiss.com, our website.
And that's with 2 S's.
Yes, with 2 S's at the end. And so sepsiss.com. Or you can find us on all social media, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff, YouTube, iTunes.
Spotify.
Everywhere. So
cool. Yeah. Bruce, you got anything else?
No, Riina, you good?
I am good. This was such a lovely chat. So thank you so much, Melissa and William.
Thank you. We appreciate
right on. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate the time. Good luck with the record.
God bless.
Stay safe.
I can be your tour manager in North Korea then.
Definitely. We're going to keep your number.
You guys have a good day.
Hey, be well.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
Ever wonder what a punch from Elton John feels like?
Or how you'd cope with having turned down the chance to be in Nirvana?
Or what signal Keith Richards gives when he wants you to get the hell out of his hotel room?
Fans of Too Much Effing Perspective don't have to wonder, because they've heard these exact stories and a jillion others on our podcast. I'm Alex Hoffman, former tour manager for Radiohead.
And I'm musician and comedy writer Alan Keller. On the TMEP show, we get guests like Nancy Wilson from Heart, Jeremiah Freites from the Lumineers, and Modern Family's Julie Bowen to tell us things they may have only shared with their therapist, clergy, or a TMZ stringer.
So join us on Too Much Effing Perspective. That's EFFING Perspective. The only podcast you crank up to 11.